good arm there, too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, Roethlisberger. He hits right, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Roethlisberger will throw. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Blue 30. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Okay, no next defense. No. Black, black, black.
Ben to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 37 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Jones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Carr now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. White now to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down. 50. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Carr now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
6:37. Watch 30.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. Big hit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
It's just me and you.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 56 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Roethlisberger looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try to make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Roethlisberger going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it was due in large part once again to the play of big number 7, their quarterback Ben Roethlisberger.
And as you and I both know, there can be some really good Big Ben days. There can be some not quite as good Big Ben days. But they're always going to be exciting, aren't they? He makes plays. He stands in the pocket and delivers against a fierce rush. He can exit out at times. There's something special about that guy, and no game is out of reach when he's on the field.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Carr looking downfield for Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
694.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Mike 50. 77.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's caught. This is White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to White. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Carr gives it off to Washington. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike. Express. Let's go one more.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's good for 28 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got White here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Charlie, we own it. We own it. That's right. Watch twist.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and it'll likely be an Arrowhead. Right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw his car. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Line 50, line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Line 50, line 50. Guys, it's game situation.
From the gun, Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be
Carr gives to Richard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 50's a Mike, 50's a Mike. Express. You're mine. Check 15, check 15. Express. Rush in. Express.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Washington. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Going for the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 35. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the target once again. That'll bring up second down. Ben to throw again. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's got daylight past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Switch up.
Throwing on second and long. Carr, and now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 50.
Carr now on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr will try it again on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Carr again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Another try after the first down sack. Carr got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.